Claudia here from Create with Claudia. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm so excited because this is the final month of my 2020 Quilt Along. And behind me you can see all of the blocks that we've done, and I've laid them out in the pattern. So I'm going to step aside so you can see it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I will be showing you how to assemble it. It's very easy to assemble. The only part that's a little tricky is the center section, which is right in here, here, and here. You need to sew some blocks together before you piece the whole row. But other than that, it's really simple. As always, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. I always love new subscribers. And I am on social media at Create with Claudia, where you can find all sorts of fun things that I post every day. Most importantly about this quilt along, though, is that all of the patterns, you can find all of the patterns either on my YouTube channel. I made a video for every month, or on my website, www.createwithclaudia.com, where you can find all of the patterns as well, and you can follow along with the progression. It is a free quilt along, and I will keep my videos posted as well as the posts on my blog. They'll be up for I don't know how long, so go check them out when you get a chance. So thanks so much for joining me today, and enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are. It's all laid out. I have this makeshift design wall I just put some old batting on the wall with some pins so I can lay out my quilt so you guys can see it. This is my Christmas version of it, and at the end of the video I'll show you my other two versions, the one that was in my blog post and then the one that I did way back when I first started designing this quilt along. It was my tester quilt. So I've done that. That's been done for a while, but of course I didn't want to show it till the end of the quilt along. So you definitely want to head over to my website, www.createwithclaudia.com, so you can download this pattern. It will show you the exact layout of the quilt like I've laid it out here. Now I will put in the video, I'll write down which blocks you need. It's divided into rows. So basically what we have is on the top row, starting over here, we have one of the half square triangles. And then we have a friendship star, the churn dash, I can't remember all of the block names. This is the contrary wife. This is a pinwheel, and then we have another half square triangle, so that's row 1. Row 2 is the bear's paw, half square triangle, a 9-patch, a 9-patch, another half square triangle, and then the shoe fly. And then in the center, which is, you're going to have to, again, sew these two together, we have the sawtooth star and a 9-patch, and then, and I'm embarrassed I can't remember the name of that one, that's the Old Maid's Puzzle, and then a 9-patch. Then you have that center block, 9-patch, Old Maid's Puzzle, sawtooth star, 9-patch. And then you sort of repeat what's up there. You can see how it's laid out down here. So we have the shoe fly, half square triangle, 9-patch, 9-patch, half square triangle, bear's paw, and then the last row is a half square triangle, pinwheel, contrary wife, churn dash, friendship star, and last but not least is the half square triangle again. I love the way this came together. I do not have a border on it. I will say, and I'll show you a picture at the end of the video, my pattern tester, somebody who helped me out so much with this, and I really appreciate her help, she did add a little 3.5-inch border around it, and that looks really nice too. So if you have a little bit more skill and know how to figure that out, you can add a border too. I like it without the border. That's just me. So the way I'm going to assemble this is I go row by row. So I'm going to sew this row up here, and then I'll sew this one, and then when we get to this row, I'll go ahead and do the outer rows first and get those done with. They're easy to do. And then when we come back, when I'll show you how those are, and I'll press them, and then I'll show you how to assemble this center part. Okay, I'm back again, and here you can see where I've sewn up the 4 rows, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and you can see how they're coming together nicely. So the last section I have to sew together before I piece the whole top together is this center one, and it's a little different because this center block is double the size of these smaller ones. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these two together, then these two, sew that part together. So you're going to have a block of 4 for the left side, and then I'm going to repeat that on this side here, these 4, and then I will add that larger 4 block unit to this center one, and then I'll have the 5 rows or the 5 sections ready to sew together. So I'm going to do this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and now that center section is sewn together, as you can see. Don't look too closely on one of the sides. I actually sewed it together the wrong way, so I had to take the seam ripper out and fix that. But now it's good, so it's ready to go. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to piece every row together. So this to this to this, and then I usually do the center one first, but you can do it however you want. And when I come back, this top will be done, and I just can't believe it. It's been a long year. Crazy year this year, 2020, and so I've been really enjoying this quilt along. It gets me away from some of the crazy stuff going on in the world, but it's been a lot of fun, and after that I will show you all 3 of the versions that I did, and they'll all be finished. Alright, I'm back for one last time before I show you all 3 quilts, and I still need to quilt this one, but here it is. Here's the finished top for my 2020 Mystery Quilt Along. I'm so happy with it. I love the Christmas colors on this one, and I'll show you again the other ones that are the other 2 versions as well. It's amazing how much one change of fabric can really make a difference on a quilt top. So now I'm going to go ahead and quilt this. I'm going to find what backing I have. I'm not sure what fabric I'm going to put on the back yet. And I'm probably going to quilt this in a crosshatch design, nice and simple. I like straight simple straight machine quilting. I'm not good at the real curly-Q stuff, but you could quilt this any way you wanted. And as for a binding, I think I'm going to use red, but we'll see. We'll see what fabric I have left, what scraps I use, because I've been trying to use scraps for this one. So when I come back, I'm going to show you this one finished as well as 2 other versions. Okay, here we go. Let me show you the first of the 3 versions I'm going to show you. This is the 2020 Create with Claudia Mystery Quilt Along. It's the final quilt. It's all quilted and bound. It's ready to be hung up on a wall somewhere. So this is the one we did every month. I did a Christmas sort of color scheme, and this is what it ended up looking like. And hopefully you could see that okay. I love the way this one turned out, and believe me, it will be going up on my wall this Christmas. For the blog post, I took some more of a summary look for the quilt, and this, let me make sure I'm holding it the right way. This is how this one turned out. Totally different look. Lots of fun though. I like this one too. It's very summery and very, just really happy. This is a happy quilt, I think. And lastly, when I first started designing this quilt and practicing with it, way over a year ago, back in 2019, I did a tester quilt for all of the blocks just to make sure I was writing it correctly. And this is that one. So it's very feminine and very sort of pinks and purples. It's pretty busy. It's not my favorite version of the 3, although I do like it. My mother really likes this version, so I think this one's going to go to her. But don't say anything, it's a surprise. So there you go. There is my 2020 Mystery Quilt Along. So I thank you so much for joining me this year. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot more subscribers, a lot of people over on the Facebook group page too. They post all of their blocks. There's some beautiful versions of this quilt, and it's amazing to me to see how many different fabrics people use and color combinations. It's been so much fun, especially this is my first one I've ever done. So it was so much fun that I did do another one, and they are a lot of work, but they're worth it. So if you enjoyed the quilt along, or you just like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I always love new subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm also on social media at Create with Claudia, where you can find all kinds of fun projects and more pictures of these blocks, and as well as some of the people who are in the group. They gave me permission to post some of their blocks as well, so you can get an idea of all the different colors that people used. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.